Doesn't look like they saw us, but we should leave before they spot us.
Hello, hello, hello. So, I was looking at this just new female animations, and I went ahead and changed my game up so that I could test this. Now, they claim they changed 271 animations. I'm not going to say they didn't, but my goodness, I don't even know which 271 they changed. There's no way for me to test all of that, but I am going to show you what I can. Mercy is standing by outside of Whiterun, and we'll start with a few things there. Let's see, is there anything else? Well, okay, let's just start at the top. So, looks like the author is Sky PSX. The download size is less than 4.5 megabytes, so it's not a very big mod. Usually animation mods are bigger, so I'm not trying to say I don't believe it. I'm just saying that I'm not sure what kind of changes we're supposed to expect. Now, notice here they say, I think this was made because they probably didn't like TBBP. They said not overly sexualized, and it's lightweight. So it's supposed to change, let's see, movement animations, running, walking, idle poses, main weapons, bow, sword, magic, and some combat animations. So I don't know. They say 271 and then they list those, and I don't know. And they say it's balanced, feminine, but not overly sexualized. They say don't mix with other animation mods. Now I'm going to show you what I did. I turned off my other animation mods, and I re-downloaded the old XP32 skeleton in case, just to prevent any crashes from lack of a skeleton. Let me get down here. And so I turned off my skeleton that has the TBBP and everything in it. So I just have this mod, the XP32 with realistic ragdolls and force, and I have just new female animations. I even went to the extent of turning off the new armory because the new armory has its own animations. So I wanted to turn all of this off. The only animation mod I have on now is this mod. So we want to see what this mod looks like and how it does and how it acts. It should be fine, and we should be ready to go on Mercy with that. Let me think about this for just a minute. Yeah, I left her outside of Whiterun because we just finished doing one show, and we should be ready to do this show. So I will see you out there in just a moment. Alright, so here's Mercy. Now we're outside of Whiterun, like I said. There's the watchtower over there. Now, let's see. Well, first, you can look at her run. Her run's a little different. I don't know if it's drastically different, but you can see it's a little different. Now, her walk is a little different. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's take this. I think the problem is this outfit does not really let you see exactly how she's moving. So let's take this off so you can see her move. You can see how she's walking, and you can see how she's running. Now when you back up, she doesn't turn around, she just backs up. This is more like a standard vanilla backing up, or maybe a girly animation mod. This is smaller than girly animation though, so I was surprised when it said it edited so many things. But then we do a jump, and she has a different jump. You know what? Let's back away a little bit and do that again. Now her idle is different too, but let's see her jump. Her jump is actually pretty good and realistic. Now her idle, she's standing differently. I don't know if you would actually stand that way. Sometimes it looks okay, and sometimes it looks like her knees are kind of bent in together a little bit. But it's not an awful stance, and with clothes on, I mean, like, look, if you put her clothes on, which, sorry, I mean, I'm just doing this to make it easier for you to see, it doesn't look that unusual at all. It just, If anything, oh, you notice if I don't wear her boots and gloves, this suit was not made for her body. This suit was made for a different body. So if I don't wear the whole thing, she has little gaps. So that's funny. But nonetheless, she's fine as long as she wears the whole thing. Oh, I didn't see those animals out there. But nonetheless, you see here, her stance is fine when she's clothed. And matter of fact, guess what? Marsha is using that. Now she has some different attack animation, not hugely different. Took him down. Oh, we were so mean. Anyway, but it's not, you know, her movement animation, see, with her weapon drawn, it's a little different. The running is a little different. I'm not saying this like it's a bad thing. I mean, it is different. It's not the same. But how different is it, and what do you like it, is up to you. It is not the same as the vanilla. And see, she does do an overhand like that if you charge it up. What are they fighting over there? Are they fighting a frost atronach or something? That's what it looks like. So anyway, let's take a look and see if we can find out what some of her animation is like. Oh.
Open fire! Open fire!
Alright, so here's some animations for you. Here's the bow. Now the bow animation appears to be the same to me. I don't see much difference if you'll see this right here. It looks like it's about the same. And then, if that's not enough for you, you can also, oops, I'm sorry, you can also sneak like this. And see how she sneaks. And you just sneak and shoot all you want. And you see what that's like here. Now I am just fooling around here, so but it does give you an idea of what your animation is going to look like. It's not going to look significantly different than what you've probably seen before. I've stirred up all of Whiterun against me, so I didn't see anything drastically different there. Now weapon-wise, do I have, let's see if I have something cool. I have a warhammer, so let's try some two-handed weaponry. So, okay, it looks the same to me. It looks like the same old baseball type of swing. See that? It looks pretty much the same. An overhand, like always. Oh, they're killing me. But that's alright. Oh, somebody's trying to keep me alive. Anyway, you see that. Now, let's try some dual wielding and see if that's any different. We're going to do the Sword of Blood and the Sword of Fire, okay? Looks the same. I can't tell any difference. If you can tell a difference, you let me know. It all looks the same to me. Now the moving, the running, and all of that looks different. Oops, I got stuck. And the jumping is different, you know. Oh, he's gonna... Ah, he's running. Whoa. Anyway, so let's see how she runs with two weapons. Yeah, similar to how she does with the shield. Not drastically different.
Enjoy your last breath.
Marsha. Now, be nice. We're just fooling around here. I did kill the guards, though. Anyway, oh, looky there. There. So, you get the idea here. Oh, I didn't get her in time. That was too bad. I missed that shot. Oh, well. Anyway. So you get the idea. That's some animations, right? Now when our weapons are sheathed, we run like this. That's a sprint. And when we're not sprinting, we just run like this. And when you walk slowly, you just walk like this. So I'm not seeing a huge... I mean, there's some changes, definitely. Oh, my phone is going... Alright, so I've got a couple of different things here for you. Now this is with 2 spells equipped. She runs like this, moves like this, and then she runs like this, which is kind of funny looking, but it's cool in its own way. Here's how she casts the fireball. I think that's pretty normal. And then she does this conjuration spell again. Oops, I was aiming too far away. It seems fairly normal. I don't see anything really greatly difficult about those. It's kind of like if I go to the cheat room, which I'm going to do, because I was going to show some different things. If you do this, that looks pretty normal. Now, it might be slightly different, but it doesn't look hugely different than what I would normally see. I have a different mod where I actually have different casting animations. This looks fairly normal. Now look at, she's moving while she's casting. That might be unique. I'm going to show it to you. I don't remember if that's unique or if that's normal. You tell me. And then what if she has it in both hands? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's unique or if that's pretty normal. So, and then if she's standing still, it's just that. And then, like I said, if she runs with the spells, she kind of does that, which is funny, the little wobble. And, you know. So I've shown you some different weapon things, and I've shown you some magic things. I've shown you jumping. And I can show you that again. Of course, she is fully dressed, so you don't see it as well right now. That's true. I need to... I forgot about that. I left her stuff on. But you can really kind of get a feel for how she jumps without that, because then it looks a lot like a more normal jump to me, at least in the animations. You know, I mean, it's up to you what you think, but I think it looks, once she starts dropping again, I think it looks more normal, the landing and stuff, so it's not bad. Now, mind you, I don't have the TBBP on at all, so anything you see is from this animations. I do have the XP32 on. I'm trying to think of what else I would show you. We did a two-handed weapon, and it basically, to me, looked like the same animation. The one-handed weapon, I'm not sure there was any difference there. They say 271 animations, but without telling me which ones, it's hard to know. So in her idol, well, her idol is this. This is fine. That's her idol. She's just going to stand there like that, kind of like she's ready for action. And then if you equip something, she stands similarly, but her hands are ready. Let's see, can she get her... Yeah, can she get her weapon? Oh, I didn't give her the sword back. But, so there, she looks ready. Now with the shield, she'll move like this with her sword drawn. And then she'll run like this. And then, of course, you saw the fighting. She does this. I'll include as much of that as I can so you can see that animation, but I just want to make sure you've seen everything. Now, the two-handed animation, like we've... Uh-oh. I appear to have lost the two-handed weapon that I had earlier. Okay. That's alright. You know what? I'm going to take us to the cheat room. We're going to make some things and do some stuff without Marsha around. I think it'll be a little easier, and I can show you some of those things. One thing I can show you here is her sneak animation. It's not drastically different, but it's a better sneak animation than some. See how she's, you know, she's crouching, and then when you stop, she kneels, which looks good. Looks good, makes sense. You're trying to hide, you know. You just kneel down. Marsha, you are always giving me away. Anyway, let's see. So I'll look and see what other animations we can do, and I will take us to the cheat room, and I will be back in a minute.
Roger that.
Alright, so now we're going to look at the two-handed sword. Now when it's unequipped, it's on her back like normal, right? Nothing unusual there. Now when she unequips it, now look at that. She's dragging it with one hand. I'm making her sprint with it. Okay. But then when she uses it, she's still going to use it like a two-handed weapon. Basically, I still call that the baseball, the batter swing. And then if we do that, she gives it the overhand. Which that kind of looks funky in a way. I'm sure it looks better when she has her. Well, that looks better because she was moving. Yeah, it makes more sense when she's moving. Sometimes when she's holding still, it doesn't look right. But you get the idea nonetheless. So, that is the two-handed weapon. Now, I don't know. Can she sneak with that? That's a good question. Oh, wrong button. Hold on. Yeah, she can sneak with it too. Like, oh, I'm just sneaking. Just sneaking here. Don't worry. Nobody's going to get you. And then she goes, wow. And she smacks you down. Well, that's an interesting idea. So, let's see. We did the bow. I don't mind showing you a little more of the bow. I guess you can do this while you're sneaking. You can still shoot from cover. Nobody has to know. Yeah, see that? That was pretty good. And then you can move. You can sneak on the move. Sidestepping. I just don't know if any of this is drastically different. Some of it may be, and some of it may not. I'll have to test some of that out. But I'm just trying to show you what is here in this mod. Most of this looks pretty normal. Of course, I don't usually change a lot of animations, so it just seems like most of this is pretty normal to me. She's running to the side. She's backing up. Now, the only thing is I'm used to having the TBBP, so normally I don't see the backing up like this. But that doesn't look terribly unusual when I have seen it. So, alright. So, let's go look at the mod for a minute. Alright, so it looks like we've covered everything it covers: running, walking, the idle pose. For the main weapons, bow, sword, magic, and some combat animations. I don't see... Now, I'm not trying to be mean. I don't think there are actually 271 animations edited. Because animations, actually, from what I've seen, take up quite a bit of space. And this is a small mod. So I find it difficult to believe that it has a lot of huge changes in it. It does seem to have some changes in it. Maybe it's borrowed some from girly animation or something. I don't know. Or maybe they've just kind of done their own thing. But it seems like it's a little bit of that. You know, it's got some changes. I didn't see anything major though, and most of the animation mods are usually bigger unless it's just an idle. Idles are small. And like the one mod that has TBBP, it's not very big because it only does that specific thing. It doesn't do anything else. So I may do a little show for just a minute or two after this so that you can see without this turned on and see for yourself if there's any great difference in the animations, because I'm not sure that I'm seeing a lot of difference. But I'm not trying to put down what they've done here. I'm just saying that I'm not sure that I see that much difference. So maybe there's more difference than I'm realizing. Maybe there are 271 animations edited and I just don't understand which ones they are. I don't know. I shouldn't claim to know because I don't. But it just seems odd. Because I don't see that many changes or that much difference. But, again, let's go back in and try it without this mod and see what we think. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we're here in the cheat room with Mercy, and we're going to do just some quick generic things. I'm going to show you. Let's grab her bow. Let's put her arrows on, and let's grab her bow. Okay, and we're gonna pull her bow out, and we're gonna have her shoot. So the animation is different for the moving of the bow, how she moves differently with this vanilla animation than she did with the other. Though how this looks basically very similar or the same, but the when she has the bow pulled and drawn, it looks like she's walking a little differently or moving differently and slower. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, I'm just saying I think that's the way it is in the game. Okay, so there's not a lot of difference, but there is some. So this side-to-side movement, I'm not sure if there's much difference there. Okay, so I'm just mentioning that. Again, this is not to be critical, this is so that you have something to look at and compare to, because that's what I would need. I would need something to see. I would need to be able to see something. So here we got the two swords, and of course one-handed and then the two-handed. And I didn't really see any difference there. As a matter of fact, I never saw her do the twirl. But see, she'll do the twirl for me here. And she'll do a beheading. So that's not too bad. And I never saw that with the other animation, but it could be they have a different animation for that, and I just didn't see it. It could easily be that, okay? So don't take that the wrong way. Now this is her shield. And it's pretty much the same, and you'll see how she runs with her shield, and then how she sprints with her shield. And the only real difference is that they had her hold her weapon a little lower, I guess. I'm not seeing a huge difference in that. But I wanted to mention it because it might make a difference to someone. You never know. So I don't think you'll see any difference in our sprinting here. No, there's really no difference. So now the two-handed weapon, I never did see much difference there either. Let me see, do I have a two-handed weapon? I'll make one real fast. It won't be a problem. I'll let the glass battle axe or whatever it was go away, so we'll get another one. It'll be alright. We'll use the battle axe, that'll be fun. So let's put that on her. Alright. Oh, let's get those arrows out of the way. It kind of looks weird if they're there. Alright. So she's going to pull that out. Now she is going to hold that with two hands. And then if she runs, she's still going to hold it and run and hold it with two hands. And then she's going to do the usual baseball type of swing, like I call it. And then she should do, yep, a big overhand move. Like that. And then she can block. And kind of bump them. And there you go. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and make that great glass sword again so we could do this again. And you notice how she walks here with this animation. She walks pretty good. I mean, when you go slow and let her walk, I don't really see anything wrong with this vanilla animation. It's not terribly, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm seeing a lot of big differences. Now, I did do a complete reset, and I'm not seeing huge differences. I am seeing some difference, but not a lot. And I'm not sure. It's not a very big mod, so if you like something you see in it, that's fine, because let's show you the fireball and the healing, because these might be a little different. They may not. We'll find out. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so that looks like it did. And let's see, this is basically it's a throw, and that's a heal. And I'm not seeing a huge... Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I'm not seeing a huge difference, though, in the animations. So, they could very well have tweaked and changed a lot of animations. I'm not trying to put the mod down. Definitely, some of the mods are different. I mean, some of the animations are different. I can tell a difference in some of them. But in others, the difference is either so small that I don't see it or that I'm not sure. So, again, that's not to be overly critical. You know, you look at it and see what you think and see if you think it's worthwhile. You're the one that really matters. In the end, I'm going to go back to using what I was using already because I didn't see anything really great, but I like the combination that I have with TBBP and then with that new armory mod that I have. As long as I have that, I'm going to use it. I know I can't keep it forever, but I'm going to use it as long as I can. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this has been useful to you. You have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. Alright now, move along. Nothing to see here.